we can wipe out sickness instantly. How? How can we make sickness disappear? We can make sickness disappear the moment we remember, the moment we are able to connect with our source, remember our connection with our source, and therefore remember that sickness is an illusion. It's in the body. It's a reflection of our fears. And therefore we no longer see sickness as sickness, but we see it as a dream, and at that moment the thoughts of reality take over. But this is easier to say than it is to express. Because for anyone to do this, the power of the mind has to be such that our thoughts of darkness, another way of saying darkness is ego, have to be brightened up by the light. We have to let go by allowing the light to shine in. We have to let go of fear and anger and guilt. Fear of God, as I've referred to before. We think we fear John Joe. Our fear of John Joe is only a reflection, a projection of a much deeper fear that exists in our mind. The fear of light, fear of punishment by the light. Because we really think that we separated. And when we think that we separated, that we left that light, we are afraid of being punished. Yes, friends, sickness can be wiped out because sickness is in our minds. The body is nothing. The body does not die. What disappears is the thoughts of death from our minds. Because what is death? What is death? Let's talk of the body. Death of the body, if we want to even think that that is true, death of the body is just a disposal. We just put it to rest there. Death of the mind is impossible because the mind goes on. Don't have to believe in this. Because that's what we are. Okay? You may be saying, I don't believe that death is just a disposal of the body. We're talking about the physical body. Isn't that what it is? Isn't the body resting there? We dispose of it by putting it to rest. Okay? But we know there is a much deeper thought than that. Years ago I used to talk about the fact that my mother, I remember when my mother first took me to a cemetery. I think it was to see my father's, my grandfather. uh, cemetery, in Lisbon, the mausoleum there, and it said, "Rest in peace." It says, "Rest in peace." And I must have been very young, but I think I have already a sense of humor. If we think that death ends everything, that's the end of it, it's all over. Like my mother used to say, it's all over. That's it. Why tell this person who is now dead, why write that sentence, "Rest in peace"? You really wish this person good things, don't we? Well, if the person is dead, we know deep down in our minds that disposal of that body means nothing. And I remember that I think I told my mother, "Why does it say here, rest in peace? Why doesn't it say instead, don't you ever come back here, I don't want to see you again"? I think she had problems with her father. But it's an idea, huh? Next time somebody in my family dies, that's what I'm going to write, somebody that I don't like. Please don't come back here again. Oh, I don't ever want to see you again. Oh, this is a joke. This is a joke. This is a joke, okay? Because I've learned better now. I know that I'm supposed to be loving. Talk to you about miracles here. Obviously, if somebody dies that I don't like, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to ask for forgiveness so that I can relieve myself of the problems that I have in my mind concerning this person, so that this person again rests in peace. Because if I do not let go of all my troubling thoughts, I'm getting myself in trouble. And in truth, I have learned that I'm keeping that unfortunate dead person in trouble also. Because my thoughts are always connected to hers or to him and to yours, to everybody else. All right? Okay. So, we can wipe out many things here, many things. We can wipe out all the things that we made. Anger, envy, remember that you are a miracle. You're capable of creating in the likeness of your Creator. He made us, remember, He made us after His own image. There is nothing else there. He made us after His own image, which means we are loving. We are capable of great love, but it has nothing to do with body relationships. Okay? You may love it. Let's talk about sex. Sex, a little bit of sex. You may love a person so much. You may love a person very much in terms that you cannot even express. You know that the love for this person is beyond words. This person may not even be aware how much you love him or her. And yet, when you try to have sex, you can't have sex with this person. Or for some reason you can, but it goes only so far. You cannot perform properly. Does this mean you do not love the person? No. How many divorces probably there are of people that are going through true loving relationships and yet cannot have a real, what do they call, a great sexual encounter. Probably many, many divorces. Many. Of true loving relationships. Okay? So do not be discouraged. If you're having problems with your sex life, does not matter. It does not mean that you are impotent. If you feel love for that person, that's what's so important. Because love is eternal. And that's what matters. Okay. Like then we are created after His own image. We cannot sin. But we think we have. And we come here and we behave like, worse than animals sometimes. And we all know that. So we have the great duality problem in our minds. One part of us made after the image of our Creator, and the other part of us an invention of our mind. All of these concepts I refer to in my upcoming book. So, cheer up, people, because you are able to heal yourself and heal others. Alright? And everything else is a nightmare. No wonder. No wonder we have so many nightmares. So many nightmares. We have too many nightmares. Thank you very much, friends. I am going to say good night. Good day. And thanks again. Take good care of yourself. Remember you are loving. There is a part of you that is eternally alive. And it's a beautiful, great ray of light that goes into the infinite, forever and ever, beyond time, beyond space. I'm going to let you admire one of my oil paintings, the ocean landscape painting, and there will be no other announcement